Let's talk about Abby. Because the more the Rinascita arc unfolds, the clearer it becomes that Abby is way more important than we initially thought. After Act 7, Thaw of Eons, we finally get a direct hint when Abby quietly mentions the name Abraxas. That single name opens up a massive rabbit hole. In mythology, Abraxas is known as a powerful Gnostic entity, often described as a progenitor god, a being from which other forms of divinity originate. If Abby truly carries that name, it would perfectly fit the idea of the first echo mentioned in Huanglong myths. Think about it. The strongest Threnodian giving birth to the strongest echo. Even in Abby's current form, every Threnodian we've encountered reacts to them in some way. Leviathan's reaction is especially interesting. It doesn't just sense Abby, it reacts with anger and frustration, almost like it recognizes something it shouldn't be seeing again. What makes this even stranger is timing. Abby has been around since the beginning of Rinascita. Leviathan should have noticed them instantly when Rover entered the region, but it didn't. That suggests Abby was hidden somehow. And that brings us to the bond between Abby and Rover. We learn that their connection is something called convergent codependency. Their frequencies are so deeply merged that they affect each other directly. If one grows stronger, the other follows. If one gets hurt, both suffer. It's not just a partnership, it's closer to a shared existence. A good way to visualize this is wave interference. When two waves overlap, they can either weaken each other or amplify each other. Abby and Rover seem to be the second case. Their frequencies align so perfectly that they become indistinguishable without advanced analysis. That explains why characters like Yang Yang and Baiji couldn't detect Abby at first. Only two beings notice immediately, Jouet and Shorekeeper. That makes sense. Jouet functions like a hyper-advanced AI, and Shorekeeper is literally composed of sonoro frequencies. Both are uniquely equipped to sense something that subtle. Shorekeeper even states that Abby's frequencies have been with Rover for millions of years. This connection goes far beyond the second resonance awakening. Appointed resonators gain power through resonance, but their sentinels don't grow alongside them. With Abby and Rover, growth is mutual. Their bond evolves continuously as they assimilate new frequencies. There's also a huge advantage here: camouflage. By hiding within Rover's frequencies and even inside the tacit mark, Abby becomes incredibly difficult to target. That's probably why Leviathan acted the way it did. It knows how Abraxas works and didn't expect to encounter that power hidden inside someone else. But this bond has risks. If hostile frequencies are forced into Rover, or if Abby is pushed to consume too much, both of them weaken. We've already seen early signs of this during versions 2.6 and 2.7. Erosion, instability, and the threat of possession. And here's where the Abraxas enter the picture. Cristoforo seems to know far more than he lets on. He even suggests that Leviathan could revive by exploiting remnants within Abby. If the Abraxas understand Abby's nature, they could manipulate events to push Abby and Rover into dangerous territory. So where did Abby actually come from? It's unlikely that Shorekeeper placed Abby inside Rover during reawakening. She recognizes Abby's frequencies as something already present. The Huanglong myth says Rover once absorbed a Threnodian. That leads to a compelling idea. What if Rover and Abraxas made a deal? An agreement where Abraxas would lend its power and evolve alongside Rover, while Rover would allow it to exist, grow, and be sustained. We've seen similar arrangements before, like Galbrena and Chimera. This kind of pact wouldn't be unprecedented. A powerful being disappearing wouldn't go unnoticed, though. Hiding Abraxas's power inside someone else would be the perfect solution. After all, if it looks like Rover's power, no one would suspect a missing progenitor entity. In the end, Abby has been with us all along, quietly shaping the story from the shadows. Their past is carefully concealed, even from systems like Tethys. But as the story moves forward, it feels inevitable that Abraxas, and the truth behind Abby, will finally step into the spotlight. And honestly, that's what makes this so exciting.